Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showcasing Control Fruit or Ope Ope No Mi. So let's GTE right into it.
Slick talker since a jet. When I talk all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag, disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Okay guys, the first move is called Area. This move is based on the move room point. When first activated, the player will put out their left hand, and from it a blue bubble will be sent outwards. This blue bubble is slightly larger than Stone Arena, where the expert swordsman spawns. Within this blue room or sphere, the player can use all of the attacks available, but they cannot be sent outside the sphere, nor will they work if the user isn't in it. The sphere can be left wherever the player wishes, regardless of the distance from it. To get rid of the sphere, the user must press Z again, and the bubble will disappear back into the user's hand. As a side note, the moment this move is thrown, the user can begin to use the fruit's abilities. It's recommended to try and memorize the size of the sphere to know the maximum distance a move can be used, as this will give a large advantage to users of this fruit. The higher the user's defense stat, the larger the room will be. Okay guys, the next move is called Shock. This move is based on the skill counter shock point. When aimed at an enemy or NPC, the player will move instantly and deal an AoE blow charged with electricity. The attack, when activated, will not do anything unless the user is pointing their cursor at a player or NPC. Once it's pointed, the player dashes instantly with their arms forward and hits with green electricity. It's more or less unavoidable, although Kenban Shokuhaki will dodge this single attack. This move can be charged or held. This single blow deals 8,452 damage and has a refresh of 9 seconds. Okay guys, the next move is called Heart. This move is based on the skill mess like the last attack. This must be pointed at an enemy or NPC before being used, and will do nothing otherwise. When used, the player will charge with an arm forward at instant speed, making this almost unavoidable like the last attack. Once it hits, red electricity will come from the player, and in the user's inventory a heart will appear. This heart shows up immediately after the attack connects, and can be held like a normal object. When the user clicks or taps the screen while holding the heart, it receives damage. As the heart receives damage, it will also inflict damage on the victim with no delay. Kenban Shokuhaki does not defend from this move. It will evade damage taken from hurting the heart, but it will not prevent the heart from being taken in the first place. Also take note that clicking 3 times with the enemy dodging will not make the heart disappear, and instead will expire the enemy's dodges and then start doing damage when they are gone. Each click will deal 8,447 damage. All 3 clicks will do a massive 25,341 damage. The refresh is 14 seconds long. Repeated use is possible. The player can take as many hearts as they like from an enemy, and each and every heart will work to damage an enemy. With that being said, once an enemy or NPC dies, all hearts taken from them will disappear from one's inventory. Hearts will appear as solid black if held with Busa Shokuhaki. Hearts will still damage people who already have left the sphere of the Ope Ope No Mi. The only way to escape damage from this attack is by dying, or with Kenban Shokuhaki. If you attack an NPC using this, they will not chase after you, as if you attacked them. But once you start dealing damage using the heart, then they will. In PvP, if this skill is used and executed, it is practically K.0 in a PvP, even if your opponent is using Kenban Shokuhaki. Okay guys, the next move is called Rock. This move is based on the skill tact point. The player puts their hand forward and throws a rock wherever the cursor is pointed. The rock rises from the ground where your cursor is and gets launched. The size of the rock is a bit large, and they travel at a fairly good speed. They can be aimed at any which way, though if the rock is sent flying towards a sphere, it will explode on contact with it. The rock explodes when hitting a surface or enemy, and has a good area of effect for dealing with larger groups of NPCs. Each rock deals 9,375 damage and is quite spammable. Cooldown is approximately 3 seconds. Unfortunately this move isn't good for PvP, but it's very useful for Golden Arena mode and for just fighting regular NPCs. A minor detail, the color of the rock thrown depends on the texture of the ground the rock came from. Okay guys, the final move is called Teleport. This move is based on the skill Shambles / similar to any Devil Fruit teleport ability or Saru. The player teleports where the cursor is pointed. The span of it reaches from one side of the sphere to the other and will not work outside it. The weakness of this teleportation is that it must be aimed at a solid surface within the sphere. It can't be aimed at the sky or at the walls of the bubble, either the floor or a solid. Teleporting directly where an NPC/player is will make you swap places with them. However, this is extremely hard to do and almost impossible in a real fight. The refresh is approximate 1.5 seconds. This is good for getting the hiders in the safe zone because you can just teleport them out. Okay guys, that's it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.